Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for the Thomas Edison State University Alumni Opportunities to Get Involved webinar. With that, I'm pleased to turn the call over to your presenter, Meg France, Director of Alumni Affairs. Meg, please go ahead.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Yes, I am Meg France. I'm the Director of Alumni Affairs, and we will also be joined by my colleague Vanessa Meredith, our Director of Integrated Recruitment here at Thomas Edison State University. I'm so happy to share with you information about our Alumni Ambassador Program today, and I know we have a couple of current ambassadors on the phone today with us, so I'm very pleased to welcome you back to the group. Thank you. You will see on our first slide that I believe one of our participants today is pictured on the right. This is Jeff. We also have Rishi and Jen. These are three of our great alumni ambassadors who support us. And you'll see on they're holding wonderful notes about things that we really strive for here at the university and for our volunteers. Being positive, being focused, and being confident. And those are things that we know all of our graduates have, and especially our alumni ambassadors. There are a number of ways to participate in the Alumni Ambassador Program. The first is our mentor/advising of incoming and current students. As you know, Thomas Edison State University is a unique educational experience, and people have lots of questions about what it's like to take classes here and to complete a degree. And we oftentimes have potential students request an opportunity to speak with our alumni so they can understand the lay of the land and to talk through questions that they may have. And no one can speak better to the Thomas Edison experience than students that have gone through the program. Our second opportunity is to participate and join in our alumni social media outlets. I'll go through those in a bit more detail later on in the presentation, but we're always looking for our alumni to participate, answer questions that other members on the pages may have, and to spark conversation. The third way to participate as an alumni ambassador is by expanding our corporate partnership program. Some of our current partnerships are UPS and JetBlue, and those have been quite successful, but we're always looking to partner with different organizations, large and small. Does your company have training? Do they have educational support? We possibly could create partnerships with your company so that we could give credit for those training programs. So we're always looking for people to connect us with the proper people in human resources or other areas of your corporation. One of my favorite ways to be an alumni ambassador is when the alumni share their story. Telling your story, each alum is unique, and finding out what their history was prior to coming to the institution, how you found Thomas Edison State University, and what your life has been since you completed your degree here at the university is something that's extremely inspiring, not only to future students, but to the people that are involved with the Thomas Edison community. I know every day I love to hear the stories so that I know, what we're all here for, which is to share our wonderful experiences. Referring students. We're always, of course, looking for the next generation of students to attend Thomas Edison State University, and word of mouth is a great way for the next class to join us. And so we're always looking for folks to recommend friends, family, colleagues, members of your church community, clubs that you're involved in. These are great ways to continue to pay forward to the university. Likely the most important thing that we do, though, is that we're always looking for volunteers for our open houses or recruitment events. And that's where Vanessa comes in because she is running many of our recruitment activities.
Okay. Thanks, Meg.
Sure.
You ready for me?
I'm ready for you.
Can you? Yeah. Thanks, everyone, for being here. So the two big events that we have for which we love to have alumni volunteers are the open houses that we have on site here on campus, and then we also do some recruiting events off-site, like we're doing our very first graduate information sessions next month. And as far as participating at our open houses, they're normally in the fall and the spring, November and June to be specific. And what we like to have our alumni do is, just as Meg had mentioned before, we love to hear your story. And sharing that story with our prospective students, I think, is invaluable to them. It's really fun to see prospective students come on campus and speak with us. Their excitement is just contagious. And we love the idea of having alumni be part of that with us. And also, quite frankly, we get the opportunity to speak with you as well. What does it take to be a volunteer with us for our events? All you need are ears. Isn't that cute? So we just look for enthusiasm, a positive attitude, readiness, and a sunny disposition. Really, if you're eager to speak with folks or can chat up and start a conversation with staff, with prospective students, it's a really wonderful way to kind of encourage and continue that goodwill. And your time is really appreciated by all of us here at the university. I'm going to give this back to Meg now for now. I'll be back to you in a little bit. And I do want to remind you that if you have any questions, feel free to ask them throughout the presentation. We're here to answer for you. Thank you.
So who attends our events? Well, it's quite the big group of people. We are a group of university staffers, alumni volunteers, and of course our prospective students and many of their family members. Having attended a number of these events in the past, it's a really energetic and sometimes, nervous energy. People are really excited. They're a little bit nervous about whether they're going to continue with their education. And so everybody in the room is really there to help the prospective student to understand what a great opportunity Thomas Edison State University is, and just that if you set up your calendar and break it into pieces, you can be successful and you'll have finished your degree in no time at all. And sharing your success story is such an important part of the success of those events. So the employees that join us for these events come from different areas of the university. They're admissions professionals, advising professionals, folks from our registrar's office, the people that are really right there on the front line of making sure our students are taken care of and are in the door. Our volunteer alumni are talking with prospects about their stories, helping with registration, serving as event hosts, really keeping the event flowing and comfortable. And then, of course, as I mentioned, our prospective students and their families. Vanessa, do they have, would you like to speak further about the different locations, about where the events are?
Sure, absolutely. Most of our events happen throughout the state of New Jersey. Again, as I mentioned, we have the 2 open houses that happen here in Trenton, and then with the graduate information sessions that we're having, which Meg and Liwen, I'm sure, will send more information out about, we have one in Cherry Hill at the Crown Plaza Cherry Hill Hotel on Saturday, October 21st, and then we have one on Saturday, October 28th at the Sheraton Parsippany up in Parsippany, New Jersey. Then we also do a lot of community college visits and transfer fairs, and those are for all of the community colleges throughout the state of New Jersey. And then we're also branching out into Pennsylvania. Right now we're looking at Bucks County Community College is the first place that we'll be going this year. Events we have planned for where we would really love to have some alumni participation is listed with Meg and Liwen, and again, they'll be reaching out to you for specifics. As this slide mentions, the bulk are either on campus in Trenton or, again, around the state of New Jersey. We try to make it convenient for you as well, so we ask for, make them close to where you are. And events can be any time of the year. As I mentioned, for recruiting new students, we really do the open houses in November and June. Those seem to be the biggest, most popular, I guess is the better term, months to have the events. However, other recruiting events like the transfer fairs at community colleges happen throughout the year. This is my first go-round with a heavy schedule, and I'm finding that it's going to be pretty heavy throughout the entire year. So not just a specific season, it's pretty much all year. So hopefully there'll be a number of opportunities for you to consider joining me at one of those events as well.
Thank you. Thanks, Meg. Absolutely. So how can you help as a volunteer? Well, we've talked about this a little bit already, but speaking about your experience is really, again, the number one thing that we really love to have our alumni ambassadors do. Greeting guests, engaging with them, talking with them about their plans, answer questions about the Thomas Edison experience. just really working to create that personal connection between the potential student and the university. How do you volunteer? Well, once you join the Alumni Ambassador Program, we'll work to match you with appropriate events that are geographically situated as well as topically situated. If we're having a nursing event, obviously we'd prefer nursing graduates, et cetera. So it's, you know, we'll always work to find the best fit for your skills, and there are ways for you to choose the kinds of activities that you'd like to be involved with when you sign up. Participating via social media. This is something that I think most of us participate in on a daily basis in our personal lives, and it's become a really great tool for us here at the university, both as the university at large and also for us in the alumni office. We've had a LinkedIn group for our student and alumni audience for many years now that has almost 5,000 members on it. It's a great place to talk about professional growth and look at job opportunities and share job opportunities should you be hiring. But we started a Facebook alumni group earlier this year as well, and we already have over 300 members. And we find that in that group, people are really being very social. They're sharing moments where they've received their degrees or days that they've, you know, their degrees have been conferred. There's a lot of chatter. It's also a place where people, if they have a question after they've finished their degree and they're questioning what their next step might need to be to secure the dream job, that we've provided one skill here with the completion of a degree, but they might just need a little bit more advice from somebody else in the field. So it's been a really great dialogue area. It's also the place where we announce our upcoming events, and I think some of you have seen that. So we're always looking for folks to join and contribute to those areas because nobody wants to just hear from me all the time. So we thank you for considering that, and the opportunities to join are here. LinkedIn is at this address at tesu.edu/LinkedIn group, and our Facebook group is at tesu.edu/Facebook group. So we tried to make those URLs pretty friendly, and we'll get you signed right up if you request to join. If you decide you'd like to become an alumni ambassador, go to tesu.edu/ambassador, and you'll need to complete the Alumni Ambassador Interest Form. The first part is here on the screen, and then the bottom part, that's the more interesting part because that's where you can say, these are the things I'd like to participate in as an alumni ambassador. So you'll see the opportunities to sign up to be a social media ambassador, an event volunteer, to share your story, etc. Please continue with the questions. I know that Vanessa and Lee Win Young, who many of you know, are with me here in the room answering questions, so feel free to ask away. But if you have questions after we complete our session today, be sure to email us at alumniaffairs@tesu.edu, or you can call the office at 609-633-8592.